Hi everyone, Jake here again. Thought I'd touch on a subject which has been really close to me, I guess. I'm sure it affects a lot of people, everyone deals with it differently. It's definitely a struggle, becoming a single parent. I guess the biggest struggle I face is that I'm new to being a parent, and you find all these struggles like, oh right, it's just you that's there to help them get up, all the new things. I still struggle with all the new things, I still struggle with nappies and changing and all that, and now I've got to get good quick, I guess. A lot of people say, oh, you're just whinging, stuff you just meant to know. But I've not really ever had to do any of this sort of stuff in my younger years, let alone now. And I just feel like we don't get enough appreciation for how much we really do struggle, and it's different. I'd like to get other people's inputs about this, how do other people cope with this sort of stuff. You go from seeing your son or daughter every day, and everyone deals with their thing differently. A lot of people say, oh, it's hard to get connected with their first child. Well, I felt connected straight away. It's my boy, and he always has been, always will be. It's beautiful. And yeah, I'm just about to soon journey into this whole, I have him for this long, and then he goes back to his mother's, and then what am I meant to do? I work full time, so it'll be another struggle. I work nights pretty much because so I can go to work while he's sleeping and come home when he's awake. Obviously I have to sleep throughout the day while he's awake. Now becoming a single parent, it's going to make it so much harder. It's a real struggle, and I can understand where a lot of people probably struggle from. A lot of people probably don't even get to see their child because and a lot of things end really dirty. And my heart goes out to you guys. It's obviously, it is a real big struggle, and you never really know about it until I guess you go through it yourself. What else? And for me, my boy is becoming 5 months old now. He's rolling and laughing a lot. He's becoming big of a handful though. I still struggle with all the things that I struggle with, and I know everyone's like, oh, why are you still struggling with this at 5 months old? I don't know, it's just something that I've seemed to struggle with. I'm always too gentle, people grab babies and they literally flip them around and do this and do that so quickly, and I'm like grabbing him and not wanting to hurt him, so I'm always soft, slow, and I guess too slow sometimes. He likes to move around. It's very interesting. Feeding, I don't want to hurt him with the spoon. It's a very delicate process. And usually I just give him to his mother and sort of just watch and sort of learn. But now it's like I've got to do it all myself, but better. And it's hard to transition from that, having all this help, to being on your own. Well, I'm not on my own. I do have my parents and family to help, but even though you have that help, you still can't help but to feel like you've got not much help, if that sounds right. But it's just something I want to touch subject on, see how other people deal with theirs. It's obviously also an emotional roller coaster, becoming with someone to being by yourself as well, and you got to stay strong because you got a son to look after, or a girl, or whoever. And it's like, how do people deal with this sort of stuff? I don't know if I'm dealing well. I've sort of just knuckled down and just continued on with doing what I've got to do. But how do people deal with this sort of stuff? You know what I mean? It's a lot more different. There's all these pages going around, fathers group, and I'm sure there's probably a single fathers group and whatnot, but it only gets you so far, you know what I mean, to explaining how you feel, and sometimes you don't even want to explain how you feel. I rarely explain how I feel, but I'm just getting this out here because I thought this is something that I really feel about, care about, so I thought I'd at least share some light on this with everyone. and just get you in my life a little bit and show you my struggle. And I'm sure there's heaps of people with their sort of struggles out there, and we could, you know, get a little bit more appreciation for. I understand that mothers also struggle as well, but there's always a dad, and you know, it's not just one person struggling, it's two people struggling. And I feel like fathers don't get enough credit for, you know, the way we feel, or the things we do, or, you know, the things we try. So sort of want to get that out there on yeah, sort of just some handy tips of being a full-time worker, and I guess you could say a single father. That's exactly what it is. I don't mean, guess you would say this is exactly what you'd say. I'm sort of looking for feedback, not so much feedback, advice, and I'll hopefully hear from a lot of people, and maybe even hear from your journeys and what you've gone through, and the highs and lows, the positives, the negatives, you know, how you've dealt with it, you know, how you're dealing with it. You know, don't be afraid to share it, because, you know, we're all in this world together anyway, so we may as well help each other out. Alright, well, I'm Jake. If you want to follow along and see if we can help each other out, just chuck a subscribe, and don't forget to message me. There's a comment section down below, and just message, you know, how you've gone through this sort of stuff, or if you know a friend who's gone through this stuff, that, you know, you've noticed how they dealt with it, or how they're dealing with it, or someone who's very similar to me, who's not quite sure how to deal with it, you know, still new to this sort of stuff. Alright, anyway, my son's crying now, so I better go deal with him. He's trying to sleep. Goodbye.